JPG's Le Beau Paradise Garden. Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? My name is Neeb. Welcome back to AROMATIX. Today we're going to be talking about the newest flanker from the Le Beau series, and this is Paradise Garden. I have only good things to say about this. Just starting right off the bat, I freaking loved wearing this fragrance. Genuinely, it was actually my scent of the day today. And today consisted of errands, gym, and a bunch more errands, and now I'm home. And that was about 10 hours ago, and it's practically completely gone. But for a solid 8 hours, I could sniff it very easily. So here's the performance: 8 hours solid longevity. And for the first 2 to 3 hours, I could smell myself the entire time. It is worthy of noting that at hour 7, I believe it was, I just got a freaking haircut and my barber said, whatever you're rocking, it smells amazing. So it could potentially still be there past the 8-hour mark. But for me personally, I'm gonna cap it at 8. I wouldn't be surprised if this one gives you at about 10 hours. So above average performance, and it does get noticed. I mean, for him to say anything at like past 6 hours is actually pretty crazy. So I sprayed this one on clothing and on skin. I sprayed it around 8 to 10 times. And honestly, it's a scent profile that I don't think is offensive. So you can easily get away with something like that. And that's the recommended sprays that I would go. I would go a minimum of about 6 sprays for this fragrance. It's tropical, it's a little bit green, but it's more so around this tropical, woodsy, and vanillic or sweet fragrance type of DNA. Freaking love this stuff, genuinely. Now, I'm not gonna say that this is something completely brand new or that it's the best. I haven't really decided that yet. I really have to wear some of those and compare them side by side, etc. And I do plan on making that kind of video where I'm gonna compile a lot of the ones in my collection, if not all of the ones, well, really all of the Le Mals in my collection, and the Le Beaus, and do a side by side comparisons as to which ones I think are some of the best. So this has competition with the Le Beau Le Parfum. This one's gonna be right there neck and neck with it. The original, I don't really find it extremely interesting. It's not a bad fragrance by any means. So for those of you wondering, I picked this up on eBay for some crazy price. It was like 190 or 220 bucks after some shipping, and that's how I was able to get this. I ordered it and it took about 3 weeks to get in. So a couple of the notes per this fragrance include watery notes, mint, green notes at the top of ginger, and in the mid we've got coconut, fig, salt, and in the base it's sandalwood and tonka bean. Relatively simple note breakdown, but that opening is extremely attention grabbing. It's also creamy and just sweet right off the top. It is green, but it's not sharp by any means, despite the fact of it having green notes, ginger, etc. It's pretty refined. It's very balanced out with this juiciness that's likely to be coming from the fig and also that coconut. The salt does not come off salty on my skin personally. A lot of fragrances do this when they have salt, or aquatic fragrances, it really comes off acidic on my skin. This did not go there at all. It's perfectly balanced with just enough sweetness, at least, well, actually more sweetness than there is saltiness. And for that reason, it comes off great, man. Fantastic fragrance. It really screams and jumps off of the skin. It's fantastic. It starts off fresh. It starts off zingy. It also starts off sweet from the top all the way to the dry down. Distinctive coconut nuance, which adds more of a creaminess that really works greatly with the sandalwood note. So it's creamy woods along with creamy coconut and some nice juicy, and I mean juicy fig, with the base sweetness of tonka. So when I say it's nothing spectacular, I mean in the sense of anything like unique, etc. It's not something that's like, whoa, this is a niche DNA, but it's definitely up there in terms of the whole scent profile for as a designer fragrance. It's more than just a coconut-based fragrance. I've tried a lot of coconut fragrances, designer coconut fragrances. In the realm of designers, it's pretty up there. I don't find it to be quite in that niche style type of DNA. Regardless of the facts, all other fragrances aside, forget about those. This is a freaking 10 for what it's doing, genuinely. A green, tropical, fun, fruity, not necessarily fruity, more so coconutty and creamy vanillic fragrance. Fantastic. You're gonna get a lot of attention while rocking this, and it's gonna be positive attention. If you live in the warmer climates, you can absolutely get away with this. It is, however, a little bit sweeter than most tropical. You think tropical, you're gonna think bright, etc. This one has that creamy nature with that suntan type of vibes, but much more interesting, obviously, than suntan lotion with that base of sweetness. You can still definitely get away with this, and I honestly, personally would have rocked this even in Miami for sure. So that's as simple as it is, man. I give this one a 10. I freaking love it. Green notes, a little bit minty, watery, ginger, nothing really stands out and punches you in the face. The opening of this is not abrasive by any means. It's actually a pretty well blended fragrance. I personally like to sometimes be able to detect different notes, etc. While this one you do get different nuances, it's not going to be something that you can actually pinpoint, oh, I smell mint and I smell green notes and I smell, it just all works really well. It's very well blended. blended. And for me personally, that's sometimes a pro and sometimes a con. It really depends on what I'm trying to do. If I'm trying to just rock a fragrance, know I smell good, it's appropriate for tropical vibes, this is the one that I'm gonna be going with. Like I said, it's a high-end designer smelling fragrance, not quite niche and not quite anything brand new, but fantastic at what it's doing. A 10 out of 10. Performance, scent profile, everything is there. The design of this thing, love it or hate it, I mean, who cares? I personally, I don't hate it, honestly. I think it's pretty unique, despite the fact that it's weird as hell. It's pretty unique. That's pretty much all I have to say about this fragrance. Let me know down in the comments if you're looking forward to picking this bad boy up, or if you already did, or if this video really motivated you to go and try it. I myself, I'm not used to, or not really into just green fragrances, salty, man, I don't do all of that. But this, yeah, I really liked rocking this one. Make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and until the next video, peace.